trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. Trade what you see with Larry Pesavento. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. Now, Larry Pesavento.
Okay, folks, we're going to take a look at the Treasury bonds now. You notice they did make a higher high by they made a little, this was the early morning thing. This is when the notes hit the exact number. These went above it. Remember, the bonds, they're more speculative because the bond traders, the value of these is worth $31.25, where the notes is only worth a half of that. The volume on the notes is 6 times what it is on the bonds, because the notes tell you where your car, credit card, loan payments, just about mortgages, all that stuff is placed on the 20-year note. So that's what's happening. Here is a trade coming up. Now, first thing we want to do is to go back and check to see where the 382 is on this, because they're going to stay bullish until they get to that point, would be my guess. Okay. Now, what I'm looking at here, this is an hourly chart. Now, this is something that I really, really like. So I'm just what am I talking about? Talking like it's one of my kids. Okay, here's an 8-minute chart. All right, now what we're watching for, and I don't know when we're going to get it. It'll be today, tomorrow, the next day, 2 or 3 days later. It might even be today. But you'll see we had the high right here. Then we came down. So what we want to be looking for is a 382 retracement, folks. That will take you up here about another half a handle from where we are right now. That would be nothing. It's still a bull market from what everybody thinks of it. They don't see the numbers we're looking at, and we could be wrong, of course. Anyway, that's what I'd be looking for with a stop above here. This is, I think, interest rates are going to be going higher now. You can see that by the 10-year note, folks. So that's one reason why I would think it'd be pretty hard to be bullish stocks, given the fact that that's what we're watching here. So that's one of the things that I'm watching either for today or Monday to see how that acts, because there's a major move down, strong trend. You want to see the rally coming back, okay? So we'll get that out of the way, and we want to talk just one more second here. Not going to do that. All right, there's something big going on in a couple of things. First of all, I talked about the silver. All right, now I'm just going to get this up here. This is the small trading range thing that I've been watching here with the gold, and that's just a 3-minute chart. And all I was watching is to see, this is a new high. Remember, the old high back here was 29.06. Okay, we made a new high today of 29.10, and now we've broken down. And as we're watching this right now, you're going to be watching something that may or may not work, but it'd be something that I'd be paying attention to, and that is that we get up to this 28.90. That is a 382 retracement and a possible reversal of what we're watching here with this, okay? Now, may or may not work. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. We got another one here. Hate to bring these up, but we got to do them because this is what we're here for. There's your 382 today in the S&P right now at 60.75. Stop above 60.85 is what I'd be watching for if I were doing something like that. Okay, now let's move over here, and we want to get over and take a look at the cattle for a second, because we've had a big ABCD completing here today, and the cattle hasn't gone anywhere. You see, that's the ABCD that we're looking for. However, if you remember, when we're watching the cattle here, people are Skyping me about taking a look at the wheat. I will look at wheat in just a minute, but there's what you're watching right here, okay? So what I'm assuming is we've got a little bit of a rally here, because remember, the one we're waiting for is this big one on the daily right there. See, right now is where we are. And so this is where I think we're going to be going. So we want to be watching a rally to get us down to that level right there. That's got everything in it that you could possibly ask for, folks. It really does. You go back and look. I mean, you're looking at, there's your 61%, 50%, and 78% all coming in at 191.5, and we're trading 6 handles higher than that. So that tells us we're most probably going to be moving to the downside until that time. And again, that's just an opinion of what I'm watching. Now, I'm going to take this out, and someone's asked me to take a look at the hogs. And I'll get up here, and we'll bring the hogs up here in just a second. And where are we at on the piggies here? Hold on a second, folks. There we go. Hourly chart. Oh, that's December. Forget that. That's out of whack. We're almost there. We got a little bit more to go here. Let's get the daily up so we can see it here. Easy enough. And there's what we're watching. A little bit higher here in the hogs. And look, see how hogs are going up, cattle are going down. Why does that happen, folks? They're two different things. I don't know the reason for that, but you can see it's a very. This is the overnight markets. They don't do overnight markets. That's why you have these crazy gaps. This is a rollover from the currency, from the thing, but the prices are correct as far as the swings. So what we're watching for is right up here at 94. That's 2 cents away from where we are right now. If we get there, then I'll be watching that. So what I do is I put my limit minder on here, and I watch to see when we get to that point how it's acting, because what I'd like for it to do is to do exactly what we hoped that it would do, okay? And that would be to come up here right now. So that's it. Now, I can't wait to see what's happening to Tesla, and whether it held at 361 or whatever that number was yesterday. 362, I think it was. Let's get Tesla up here and see what we're looking at right here. Tesla starts with a T, doesn't it? There it is, right there. Get the hourly up, and yeah, it certainly has. Fact is, it had a pretty good rally off of that bottom. We rallied from 64 all the way up to 80. All right, let's check something out here. So we get to take a look at this. There's the rally that we have. Oh, that's a beautiful ABCD too. Look at that, son of a gun. Hold on, there's your ABCD leg right there, and comes in right at the 0.56. Let's see how we're doing on the long-term 382, and that's up a little bit higher. But the fact that it gave this back so much, folks, is not a good sign, because, it goes from 65 up to this level and then doesn't do very much. Then that tells us, there might be something wrong here in Denmark. But anyway, we'll watch that at another time. Since we're on the program here, we're going to take a look at our other favorite stocks that we're looking at. We have three more to go. And first one we'll take these folks. It doesn't make any difference whether they're stocks. They're the same patterns. There's nothing new under the sun. These things have been going on like this forever. There's the 60-minute on Apple. And again, you see Apple is still under a great deal of pressure. Their phones must not be working somewhere. Get that out of the way. You'll notice that we did hold that. We held the 382 yesterday. Well, 1, 2, 3 days in a row. We held it again today too. There's a $6 move in Apple. I mean, that's a pretty big move. So we'll keep an eye on that one. Okay. And the next one, we have two others that we had that we want to be watching. One was Netgear. That one starts with an N. And that one would be right here. And let's see how it's doing. Oh, my goodness. Hold on. This rallied. Hold on just a second. Get the daily up. Wow, look at that. See, that's the one that Bill Meridian was very bullish on this one, and he was very bearish on the other one. So this, I thought it was bearish. It was bearish, and then now it's turned bullish. So we'll take a break here, and I'll try to give you something that you might be interested in. But we have to check these stocks anyway. So stay tuned, folks.
This year has already been a wild ride for the market. We started off heavily in the red, reversed back to all-time highs, and we now have a trade war looming. Trying to play this chop as an individual trader leads to death by 1,000 cuts. Where does this market go next? Should I add to this position or cut my losses? Where is the next opportunity? Tariffs, trade wars, analysis paralysis. Don't become a victim of this intense market. Instead, join Larry Pesavento over the second and fourth Friday of every month for 3 hours of live trading. Larry has been through many markets just like this one, and the insight he provides is invaluable. The events for this month are February 14th and 21st, 9 a.m. to noon Eastern Time. Get in here and let's start trading. TFNN, educating investors.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern, for free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Okay, folks, this is the wheat trade we put on yesterday at 588. It hit to 592. A stop was above here. So now you've got about a 7-cent profit in it. So I would put your stop at your break-even point. We'll get down and look at this on the quick and dirty. And you'll see here was the big break this morning. There's the first little, let's see what that was. Let's take a wild guess. Johnny, get your card out and see if this might be one of those things we look at. There's your first one right there. Well, it goes to almost 7. That's not it, but this is the bigger rally. You see, this took longer to do, so that would be the one that would be the larger one. And so if you marked it from this high down to that low right there, and look at that, folks. Boy, this is a real difficult business, ain't it? You know what's so sad, folks? I'm sitting here, I'm 8.5 furlongs into the final 1.25 mile race. And I looked at this stuff for day after day after day since 1961 when I first started looking at technical stuff. And it wasn't until 3 years ago, and when I was watching Tom Hugard trade, and he just did it by accident. He didn't even know what the 382 was. He was just automatically drawn to it. And that's how some things are. Anyway, when I look at it today, I said, oh, my God, if I'd have known this, I'd have wrote a book about it. And then again, no, I wouldn't. Well, first of all, nobody's going to do the work necessary to do this stuff, so let's forget this. Anyway, there's your thing on the wheat. If you're looking for a nice little place to profit, so now you're home free. So what I would do now is I would bring my stop right above here at 87. So you're going to be making $50, or you're going to make $1,200, okay? This is 1,200, and there's the 1.61. Even if it's today, of course, we put this on at a daily, but we're trying to manage our money, so we'll try to put it in right there. Okay, so you want to cover. If you want to be greedy and not the needy, you can go back to that daily chart and say, okay, let's see something a little bigger, and go back and take a look at our 2 things. You want to see the last low to the high, which was right here, and see what that 382 level comes in. And that comes in, guess what, folks? Right there where we want to cover. There's it right there. We just marked it, 576. So that would be your first profit objective. This is a bullish market. Now, if you're really bullish and you think it's going to do a 382 off of the whole thing, I'm going to give you lots of choices because that's what I have to do every day. You could be looking at it to come all the way down here to 67, and that would give you a $1,200 profit. So it's up to you. I'm just going to give you some ideas. That's really all I can do. I can't do much more than that. Something exciting happened while we were off the air here, and I was chatting and flopping my jaws. Let me get the windows up here so we can take a quick look at it. And that was the gold. We just hit our number right here. Now this is a oscillating 3-minute oscillating no risk oscillator, whatever they call that is. It went exactly to the, I don't know if that means anything or not, but it went to the exact number. Okay, so now we're going to find out if it's any good. Someone said, what would you risk on this? Well, if I'm going to do the 382, I got to put my stop above here. Well, this is a contract that's worth $289,000, folks. So I got to put my stop above this area right here. So I got to risk about $5. So $5 would be what I'd be risking. So what I'll do is I would have my order setting in there at $5, and if they get me, I'll say thank you very much, and it was fun playing with you, but I'll move on to another game, which I do often. Okay, all right. Now let's move on here to a couple other things that we want to be watching here pretty closely. I get this one out of the way here, and I will get my sheet up together. The British pound. We're going to go over the currencies here. We got a lot of time here today, folks. The pound has been pretty strong. Euro, not so much. But there's the move yesterday, okay? And we had a big jobs report. Now, where do you think that thing went to, folks? High to the low. Well, right between 61 and 786. The euro hit it spot on, and now we're just setting in this area right here. That's it's still looking okay, but on the long-term picture, this is a rally in a bear market. Just do the daily, and you're going to see this is all this is a rally in a bear market. So give my 2 cents worth on that. And like I say, if you pay more than 2 cents, you've overpaid. All right, I'm done with that one. So we'll get that out of the way. And now we want to talk here at the euro, because the euro just hit spot on just a few minutes ago what we call the Big Daddy Rabbit. Right at the old 618, and it was a Gartley. Let's move this over a little bit. There it is right here. That's our action for today. Just about 30 minutes ago, we hit the exact 61% retracement. And if you looked at this would have been a really nice Gartley pattern. If you're learning to trade, this is the one you should go with, folks. The reports and stuff, they don't screw around with this one because it's real money, and that's how they play the game, whoever they are. You can see the high earlier this morning, right after the report, was exactly 61% retracement. And where did it do? It came right back down to the 61% retracement. Folks, these numbers have been around for a long time, but it's just been recently since Andrew Lowe came out with his book in 2000. That's only been 25 years ago that we started to see the mathematics of the market become more exciting. The next thing is maybe if someone will say, maybe these things are related to something up in the sky. Maybe something like that is coming soon. That's what I was told, but I don't believe it until I see it. So let's move on here to the next one here with the euro. Let's take a look at the Japanese yen. We have a request for a stock here. I'll get to it in just a second. Get the Japanese yen up. It's always on the bottom here. And we got to okay, here's the Japanese yen. And as we said here, remember on the long-term daily, if you remember, this has been a big move, but we talked about it, so we might as well show you. There's where the 78% was right here on the long-term thing. So, folks, see, and now we're at where we at now? Bada bing, bada boom. There's where we are. There was a 7.8. Let's just throw it up there. There was a 7.86 of the whole thing right here. Stayed up here for what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days, and boom, down we come. And now, look where we are. Here's our 78% retracement coming in off this spot right here. Now, let's be creative and see if this low right here comes from the low here and goes near the 382. Well, we're sitting right on it right now. There is a 382. There's a 786. Well, if you want to buy the dollar against the yen, this is the spot. You're down 10. Well, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're down 5 days. Okay, you've got a nice ABCD. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. And so you can find these trades if you want to look for. Well, there it is right there. There's your 382 off the first one. That was the other day. That was a nice one. Then you had a lower low here. Oh, almost an ABCD. But let's just look and see how close it hit. From your high down to your low right in there. Look at that. Boy, isn't that something that should be helpful, I would think? And look where we're getting ready to hit, folks. We're going to hit that target here very, very shortly. So maybe something exciting is going to happen over the weekend, like we need help, right? All right, and there we are. Oh, look at this. We're within a heartbeat of this thing, folks. So if you're short that one, I pay really close attention to that. All right, now we're going to take a break here. I'm going to have a little drink of water, and we'll be right back. 877-927-6648.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstad's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstad releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento. A pro's pro with over 50 years of experience, Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors. This portion of Trade What You See is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Okay, folks, this is the Canadian dollar. This was the big tariff announcement there on Sunday. You can see what happened here. They don't believe that, do they? That's why I'm a technician, folks. I watch this stuff happen all the time. There's your first 382 return. We have actually this one right here. This took 3 hours to complete, and as you can see, it didn't get above the 618. It went to the 50%. It did not get above. If it gets above here, you're wrong. But that's what happened. Then you had the 382 here, and it looks like you had another one here yesterday. Let's just try to check that one out. And if you come down, there it is again. There it is right now. So that tells us that we're getting down here really close to probably having some type of a bounce in the dollar versus the Canadian. You can see if you just measured this ABCD pattern right here, it's going to take you down near the 1.618 number. Isn't it amazing how these things, why do these numbers pop up like this? Shut the front door and raise the rent. 41.30, so now 150 pips lower. We should get a pretty good bounce. If we look at this on the weekly, you're probably getting about where it broke out of. Yeah, right in there. So 151.30, this is what they call a reversal bar, folks. And remember, we just did that to show you that you can trade that if you're paying attention and looking. It doesn't work all the time. Nothing works all the time except taxes and death. But that's what you want to try to do, is to find those little puppies. And when they do, they work. They work. They don't work all the time, unfortunately, but they do work. And that's what you got to do, is you got to say, well, this is the way we got to do it. This is the way we have to do it. Now let's take a look at the U.S. dollar, because it is getting its head handed in, I think, given all these others. See, it's smaller crosses, the Canadian and the Australian, and we'll look at the Australian too. But let's get the dollar index up here first and see how we're doing. We've had a pretty good rally coming off that bottom. Remember how the importance of that bottom was? We talked about that a whole bunch of times. And now look what we've hit today, folks. Just to show you what the euro just hit, what did we just hit with the old U.S. dollar? Boy, wouldn't it be nice having to go through a weekend to see that's where it stopped right there, because it can go either way. Now, the odds favor, well, my favorite, that was, what was his name? The guy that did penicillin. I can't remember his name offhand. Fleming? Maybe, yeah, wasn't Ian Fleming, it's the other Dr. Fleming. Anyway, the chance favors the prepared mind. That's what you try to do for pattern recognition. Okay, now this is what we've done so far. There's the low today with the report. First thing we're going to do now, we're just going to double check this with the dollar. We're going to go look at the 4-minute, and there was the report right here. Then the market came up, okay, backed off to the now this is related to all the currencies. Well, the big 9 really. The other 20 don't mean much. There's a 61% retracement. Then we had another high right back here, and where did that one go? Exactly to the 382. These numbers are pretty good, so study them a little bit. You'd be amazed. It would really give you some really good insight. Now we're going to switch over and look at something that's dear to my heart, which is soybean oil. And we're getting close here today, folks. Here's where we are. Folks, the one thing we got going for us is just absolutely fantastic, unbelievable, is that we got volatility coming. And I've been saying this for 2 years. Get ready for 25, because this is going to be the year of volatility. Now, here's soybean oil here over the last 2 or 3 weeks. Now, you notice that we're just making a Gartley here. There's your A leg, B leg, C leg, D leg. So let's just draw it in so we can see it. Very easy one to trade for beginning traders. It's $6 a point. And as you can see here, we're almost there right now. Well, the high was a 24. It measured a 30, and now it's down a little bit from that level. And if you look at it, you can see you'll see that you also made a nice little ABCD pattern in here right now. And I just remembered what I asked 21 once. I said, why don't people look at ABCDs a little bit more often? He said, very, very simple, Larry. And I said, what the heck does that mean? And it wasn't Jimmy 20-minute, it was Mark Douglas, because we were sitting here. He said, the reason is, he said, they don't want to do the work. And sure enough, that's the possibility of of what we're looking at here. So this is one of the ones we're already short the wheat, but I'd be looking to look possibility to get short this crude oil here coming. Let's try soybean oil. All right, when we get to that point. All right, now let's take a look at another one that we want to look at, which is the soybean meal. We had a position on in soybean meal that didn't look like it was going to work, and then it did. And it's still working. Now it's down in serious money contract. I wanted to show you this morning because was late last night. There was the ABCD. We rallied up to the 382. There it is right there. And we're still going lower. Folks, here's the question that two people asked me. How do you know where it's going to go? Gee whiz. Let me show you something. Remember we did this on the daily chart, I believe, didn't we? Yeah, no, it was a 4-hour chart. That's what it was. Yeah, there was the 4-hour. That's what we were selling it right up here against the old 786, that mysterious number, which is the square root of 618. Anyway, that's what you're looking at right now. And then you'll see here's where we're heading down. Now, we were happy to have a profit, right? That's good. You know, the first profit would have been risking $3, so your minimum profit would have been double that, which would have been $6. There's your first 382 retracement. That was yesterday. Just spot on. I mean, it's just can't be any closer than that. I mean, it's just these numbers are there, folks. Study them. You know, defy human nature. Do the work yourself. That's there it is, 382. Boom. Now we're coming down. What we could be looking at. This is where you get into trouble when you get greedy. Always be the needy and not the greedy. Well, don't want to be needy. You don't want to need anything. Okay, let's take a look here. There's your AB leg right here. And here's your CD leg right there. We could be looking at wow, boy, that would be a nice one from 14 down to here. That'd be 2,400 large, folks. That'd be a really nice one. And you're only $1,000 away. You're already $14 into it. So that's what I'd look at. The key this morning was just looking at that on a smaller time frame. That little move right there, that was a 382, and that tells you you're probably getting ready to move a little lower. Okay, get this one out of the way here, and then get this so we can see it here. 1 second. Out of the way. And then we'll be moving out of the way here. We're going to get to soybeans themselves. So we'll get them up. A lot of news coming out of Argentina and Brazil and stuff, and about the beans. And they've turned the corner. You can see here, there's where we were looking at them the other day, up there at 76. And now we're starting to go lower. It's going to be a good buying opportunity when we get there, folks. But here's where we're heading right now. This is over just the last few days. There's your ABCD. Happened on the 4th. Okay, that was the Friday, I think, wasn't it? Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Where are you?
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direction. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direction.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direction.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Okay, folks, this is an 8-minute chart of the silver, and you notice it didn't make a 382 retracement at all. The gold did, but it hasn't done very much anyway, but it's only down, what, $5? But on a 3-minute chart, that's a substantial amount, okay? So anyway, that's what I'm doing here. People ask me questions like, do I really not look at any fundamentals or anything like that? Folks, it's embarrassing, the fact that I don't look at fundamentals. And the reason is, if you looked at that Canadian dollar chart, anybody that believed that crap that was coming out on Sunday, that's just being flat out naive. I'm not much into politics and stuff. I like everybody to be free and happy and stuff like that. But when I see what's going on with this, I don't know what government office it was, of all the money that they spent, like $20,000 for, I don't even want to go into it, but the problem that the government's been wasting is just, if those numbers are right, somebody ought to be fired. Well, he's not working anymore anywhere. He's retired now, Mr. Biden is. It's not just Biden. Hello, they're all the same way. And I'm not even sure this one's going to end up any different. And I've already been on the soapbox longer than I should have. Let's go take a look at platinum. Someone's asked a question about plutonium, platinum. Where it is? Platinum's coming up here, and we got 2 stocks to look at for folks. So bear with me here. Platinum is under the P's, and we'll get this up here. It's having a correction here. This is just in 8 minutes. Let's just look at it on the daily to see what we're looking at, see how it was doing today. Well, here it didn't make a new high, where the gold was the only one that made the new high. The silver didn't. The platinum, I haven't traded this in years. Folks, when I traded gold and silver back in the days of Drexel, back in the 76 through 82, gold was trading at about a 40%, 60% discount, no, more than that, 70% discount. Platinum would be at 1,040 and gold would be at 800. That's what it was like. Anyway, but you notice here the high today from the low came in again almost exactly at the exact number. And if we looked at this on a quick 4-hour chart, you'll probably see a little gartly forming right there, and by golly, there it is. So that's what we're watching now. No 382 here. See, nothing's happened. This is still acting pretty good. All right, now let's get this out of the way here, and we have two stocks to cover. And just give me 1 second, and we'll get them right up here. One is GDX. Remember that one? Someone's asking me about that because we were bouncing against the 786 today. Let's see if it hit it. Come on, Larry, get your act together. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I always had trouble with this. My hardest years of school was the 3 years I spent in the 5th grade because of the spelling stuff. Okay, now here's the GDX. We want to get here and see if we hit, and look at this, folks. We come within exactly, you see the number of the high today was 4175, and the number is 4191. This tells us that given the action we're seeing in gold right now, we've probably seen a pretty good high in gold with that 3 drive pattern up around that 29.09. The high today was 29.10, and we've already dropped $35 from that level. So we're going to find out if that means anything. The next one that someone's asked about, hold on, is the Hong Kong stock market, and there it is right there. Oh, look where we are with the Hong Kong stock market. Boy, I wouldn't want to go to sleep with that one. There it is right here. There was a 382. We backed off. Get this out of the way. Aha. And part of the reason is, they've been on vacation ever since they had the Chinese New Year, the year of the snake. And there's where we closed right here. We took out the highs of December, and this is where we closed. And boy, that's Rod. Be taking a look at this for the short sale. I got to do a video on this for our friends. Let's take a look at the Europe. I'll see when I see the letter. I'll know it. There, emerging markets. There's where we are. Okay, got up here. Emerging markets jumped up to here. Oh, shut the front door and get this out of the way. Give me a break here. And there's where we are here. All right, let's clean these out so we can see them clearly. So we've gapped above the 382 for sure. All right, now I haven't done the 382 off of the big move back here as of yet. Oh, yes, I did. That's this one right here. So we are above that. Let's see where this is off of this one right here. Notice how it closed in the lower part of the range. That's usually not a very good sign, but that's a 3 drive pattern actually. Yeah, it sure is. For those of you that are watching here, there's A, B, C, D. There's your 3 drive, drive 1, drive 2, drive 3. And there's your 1.618 expansion. That might be it, but I don't do those ETFs. I believe what Warren Buffett said. ETFs are weapons of mass destruction. Okay, let's get these out of the way. Get the Hong Kong. We have one other one to cover, and that is none other than our good friend, Mr. Google. Remember it got the what kicked out of it the other day? So let's, hold on a second. Oh boy, it won't rally at all. They're hammering this thing pretty good. I don't even know if Google's in the Dow or not, but they're hitting it pretty good today. No rally at all. Boy, they're taking it from 208. That's a big move, folks. If you believe in 3 drives, boy, wouldn't you like to know something like that? That's a pretty good one. Oh, the last one of the stock group that they've asked about is Planeteer. We'll take a quick look and see if it's still running to the races. Usually goes up every day. Let's start with a 60-minute. See if there's any profit taking coming. Nope, no profit taking here. They got the bug, and this looks like it's going to be another Tesla or NVIDIA. That's the next one we got to look at. Wow, we ought to be getting pretty close to something here. Let's just take a quick look at this here. From our November low way down here at 40, we go 40 up to this level right here. And you've got a gap here, so you've got to adjust that to 1.27. And you put that in there, 127. I think the Ensign folks were giving me that. And that says 120, and we've been to 116 has been the high today. So that's pretty much it, what we're waiting to see here right now. Get that out of the way. Get the Google out of the way. And we got a break coming up here soon. Not sure when. Let's put the old click. Oh, a minute and a half. Oh, that's 2 lifetimes. Let's review where we are with some of these things we've been watching. This one seems to be working okay. That's all right. Let's see how the thing with the S&P worked. Well, that's working okay. Oh, we got lucky on that one. That's good. It's better to be lucky than smart, as they say. My grandpa said, if you got your choice between lucky and smart, always pick lucky. And this is doing nothing right now, mainly because it's getting ready to close, and that's it. And the Canadian dollar, we've covered all that, this, that, and that. Let me double check anything on the chart list here. Crude oil, Larry, you list this. Remember, we've been very bearish, this, folks. It just doesn't want to go anywhere. There wasn't even a signal to use today. We were watching for 382s in here earlier in the morning, but as you can see, we didn't even come close at all. There was a little bounce. It just keeps drifting lower. Now, what I'm watching now in crude, let's just get this daily up. Oh, yeah, because we're getting pretty close to a pretty significant bottom in here. This will be covered in the newsletter when we come up. You can see here we've got, this is just, oh, my goodness, I love this one. We're going to do this one together, boys and girls. Let's stay tuned, okay?
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento. A pro's pro with over 50 years of experience, Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN has launched the Tiger's Den. Hosted at Discord, TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
This is the crude oil. There's the September to October rally. There's the December, January rally. See how close those are? So next thing you want to do is say, well, if it came down that far, let's see if maybe it'll repeat. So you just go down like that and say, wow, it's going to be down in this area. Well, get the last absolute low right. Oh, the wrong tool, Larry. By the way, if you're interested in learning this, I teach this stuff, and all you have to do is contact me, larrypesavento@gmail.com, and I'll tell you how the program works. I'm looking for students for two reasons. One, I donate this stuff to the people that were hit by the fire. Anyway, there's what we'll be watching here, is this move over right here, right down here, about another $1.50. Got to watch it real closely. Now, there was the 382 right here. Get that out of the way so you can see it. I believe that one hit that one right on just the other day when we were speaking. Yeah, there it is right there. So that's what we're paying attention. I'm going to do a full workup on all of these with the heating oil, crude oil. And by the way, I'm going to write myself a note since we're right at this spot. We want to get Mike Moore on for Monday for sure. Hopefully he'll be not too busy. Oh, I think I got Norm on Monday. I'll get Mike on. I'll get Norm on Tuesday and Mike on Monday because we're really close to this. I don't have time to do the others, but you can see here that we're getting real close. Now the problem is that this might be doing, and this would be okay if we go down and make a new low, match these, take these lows out by just a little bit. You don't want to get too bearish down in there, folks. $3 or $4 lower. You don't want to do that. So anyway, that's what we're looking at today, folks. So live every day in an attitude of gratitude, and may God bless. And we'll see you on the sunny side of the coin on Monday, and may God bless.